to the final conversation of this morning. Oh, yes. It's WCW Woman Crush. Once again, it's a happy birthday to Akbawe Olu. Yes, Nigerians still, Nigerians are, really feeling the departing of really an iconic figure. I'm very sure in the next few days we're going to be seeing a lot of videos, recap. I won't be surprised if a documentary is made about her, because she is really an amazing woman. I think she's one of those popular figures I really wish I had the good pleasure to have interviewed. I really wish I had interviewed her, but the memories will live on, and she did give us a good number of them. But now let's talk about Friends this morning. You see, yesterday was one of those days, because there are a few of them. Different countries have their own days, just the way people have Father's Days and Mother's Days. But yesterday, they celebrate friendship. Would you believe that? July 30th, celebrating friendship. Right. It's a UN Day, by the way. So there's several tags, yada yada yada, And I had a great time in Lagos because I got to meet up with friends whom I haven't seen in over 18 years. It was a very memorable. It was emotional. It was emotional because I don't know how many people have actually seen boys when boys are actually just being boys, where nobody's thinking about their wives, their girlfriends. It's just us, football, some drinks, some food, right? And talking about girls. Yeah, that's it. It was so fun to do, to have those bonds rekindled, reestablished, reinforced. It was pretty good. But I'm not walking down the lane of nostalgia this morning, please. Where I'm going to with this is two very interesting questions, because very often it's become a trend in Nigeria these days. You see it on social media. Sometimes when I used to talk at night about 5-6 years ago, I would hear it. Oh, me, Jude, if that's why in my life, I don't keep friends. You hear people say that, I don't keep friends. Okay, no problem. But whether or not the people who have been around you have done something bad, it could be a reflection of your personality, but it's not for you to determine. My question this morning, in fact, I have two questions. Number one, how do you rate your friendships? The friendships you have around you, how would you rate them? And number two, are you a good friend to those around you? You see, earlier on in my life, I stepped into a phase where I wanted to make friends with everybody. I wanted to be courteous. I wanted to be polite. After all, my mother's voice was ringing in my head. When you go out, greet people, be polite, smile, but keep your distance. So respect yourself. But you must be polite. You must be able to engage people. It was like a mantra in my mom's. It was a very difficult thing, right, to balance how to be forward and at the same time how to come back. But hey, I got into the phase. And then I made some good friends. I like to believe I made friends when I was in primary school. Fakorode was one of them. She was amazing. In fact, our friendship, I think, still lasted today. I'm very sure she calls me today. I'm going to say, hi, hello, how are the kids? Right? And I can go on and on and on and on. Right? But you see, these days, a lot of people are having relationships without actually having friendships. Let me say that again. These days, some people, a lot of people, and I'm using Nigerians as a case study here, apparently are having relationships without having friendships. Some of you are great colleagues. Some of you are great business partners. Some of you could even be married. But a lot of you are not friends. And I know, yes, it said you don't need to be friends with anybody. You just need 2 or 3 friends. No problem. How many of you can boast about being a good friend?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's get straight to it. The numbers to call 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. Clement is on the line, as the French would call it, Clement. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, Port Harcourt.
Mr. Jude, your talk this morning, I've actually been thinking about it for a very long time, and maybe today you will help me out. It is the person that you call friend and calls you friend too that I would say is a friend. So I will not just say I have a friend. The same person actually sees me as a friend, right?
Okay, that's one way of looking at it.
Okay.
So because your point is basically two or three individuals or two or more individuals have to acknowledge that they are friends to each other, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. However, I think in my case, I would say I don't have friends. I just have maybe persons that we just see and say hi. Maybe when
acquaintances.
Maybe they did come up, or we need to attend to see, we need to just see, and and everybody just go. So that is what I would say. But if you want to go by friend, like the way friend is, because if you want to go by dictionary definition, according to dictionary, it says a person with whom you have bonds of mutual affection. So for me, I will not say I have friends. And they also went on to say these people are not usually your sexual relationship. You are not in any sexual relationship or even family relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that means this person is outside your bloodline, not your girlfriend, not your wife,
yes,
not your husband.
Yes,
definition.
So why don't you have a friend, Clement?
Why I don't have a friend?
Yes, if you're going by dictionary definition, and I agree with you, it is a dictionary definition, but why?
Like I start from the beginning, it is someone that I call friend, that calls me friend, then we can start friends. We can start being friends. So if I call you friend, and you do not call me friend, I am on my own. That's one that I call friend. I am finding myself.
So are you saying you don't have anybody? Wait, hold on, Clement. Are you saying you don't have anybody who has called you or who calls you friend, and you can call the person friend right now?
No. But I have guys around.
Fine, I agree. You see, like I said, Clement, I don't know if you listened to my final question. I said some of us here are having relationships, but not friendships. Why? And there's a very huge difference between both of them. I'm sure you already know. Do you know that there's a benefit of having a friend? So why don't you have one?
Well, I don't know. So it's something I've not even consider it. All I just know is that it's a word called friend. That's just all I know.
Okay, all right, Clement, thank you very much. It's good to have an honest person, join us in this conversation. Like I said, there are a lot of you around these parts, right, who have relationships but not friendships. And yeah, it might be a bit of a semantic type scenario. I cannot give you, an otherwise authoritative definition. But if I go by the dictionary definition of a friend, all right, a friend, right, could be one who you are attached by affection or esteem. Someone that's not hostile to you. That's a friend, right? That's a friend. The Oxford Dictionary will say a person with whom one has a bond or mutual affection. And it's typically, like he said, exclusive of sexual or family relations. So, but you often wonder, why then do some people say, my mom is my best friend? That means their relations. In fact, am I mistaken? I think there's a part, please correct me, those of you who are Bible scholars. I think there's a part that that says in the Bible that there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Let me look for it. Right? A friend who sticks closer. Right? Who sticks closer than the brother. Aha! Proverbs 18:24. Let me quickly open it. So don't forget, Christopher is on the line. Christopher is now back. Christopher, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Christopher.
From my own personal experience, why most of us don't keep friends, people don't understand what friendship is all about. And according to what you define, it's a bound. Understand? So people have taken advantage. Like I have a lot of friends. I could also remember when my mom used to warn me or to train me or to please enter. And I used to take my friends personal. Understand? And time I'm being betrayed. So I'm trying as much as I can to be social with people, but I do not take anybody as to be my friend because I know what it is to be a friend. I know, so I avoid. We just have social relations. We can have relationship, but I hardly believe that. I have friends who almost do something that want to cut my family reputation and
fine,
that kind of thing.
Fine, that happens. Human beings can disappoint you, but are you saying, Christopher, that as of today, July 31st, the last day of this month, that you don't have somebody who will see you and say, Christopher, you be my friend, and you say, Okon, you be my friend? Are you saying you don't have anybody?
You see, Sajose has done me a lot of things. Last week Sunday I went to a occasion. There is a guy I used to live around him. We were so close. Well, that was around 2008. Ever since then, I'm not seeing him again. We are having some kind of blood relationship. In fact, we are like kind of family friends. Ever since I left them, I've not seen them again. So last week Sunday, I went to a occasion. So I met that guy there. We were so happy and we spent a lot of time. He could even tell people that we are old-time friends, like childhood friends and all those things, but I don't just feel like I should have that kind of space with somebody.
Why?
Anymore.
Why do you feel that you shouldn't have
because
that kind?
I don't even trust my own heart anymore.
You don't trust your own heart? Wow. Charles is in Bonnie. Charles, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Yes, I said I will send the pictures of the road. So
yes,
I'll
please.
send it on.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on. Messages on WhatsApp. Now, I am a wonderful friend. I am not making an empty boast. It's just the way it is. People would often say that even if I may tell them some hard truths that they didn't want to hear, that as long as they had me in their corner, they would feel safe because I would go all out, even to the ends of the earth for them. Now, the problem with people like me is that we think everybody is like us. So we give ourselves and our resources to people who are not worthy of us, people who haven't earned the privilege of our friendship or the right to our loyalty. So even DNA relatives take advantage of us. I don't do that any longer. I don't set myself on fire to warn people who are not worth it. Interesting. I don't cross rivers and seas anymore for people who won't even pass me salt on the same table. Right now, my husband is my only friend. I believe my tribe will come in, but now I'm open friendship with people who bring the same energy. I'm a whole prize, so I don't cast my pearls before swine anymore.
The show continues after this break on Nigeria Info.
they are benefiting one thing or the other? It's a good question that we need to ask ourselves at this critical moment in time. There's so much we can learn from those who truly have genuine friendships. Every time I take my son to school, he has this particular friend who he would do everything with. He will sit by her. If she doesn't come to class, he would be very upset. He even walks with her to the gates when I come to pick them. You see, that is what friendship is. They have no care about what the person looks like, what the person sounds like, or even what the person eats. All they know is they want to spend that time with that person and do things together. I agree with you. So many people are in relationships and they are not even friends. Ifoma. Her son goes to school and sits with this particular girl who is his friend. They go everywhere together and they walk together to the gate when their parents are coming to pick them. It's interesting that we're having a conversation and somebody has now reminded us that we should look at children. I don't remember that part in the Bible. It said, out of the mouth of babes. Talking about wisdom. How good a friend are you? And what would you rate the friendships you have around you right now?
And now, hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We go back to the phone lines as we have Victor, who's speaking to us from mile 3. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please. Away. Ow. I'm sorry, Victor. 1,000 apologies, please. I was looking forward to getting to hear what a man would say about his friendship. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway, phone lines 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. All right. At Nigeriainfo PH. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH. How do you rate your friendships right now? The people who you call your friend, how would you rate them? All right. And 2, be very honest to yourself if you're going to call me or send a message. All right. Or even if you're not going to be part of the conversation by, participating via the phone lines, all right, or the WhatsApp number, ask yourself, am I a good friend to those around me? Ask yourself that question. Let's get to Facebook now. Let me read the comments. Also on X at Nigeriainfo PH at Nigeriainfo PH. Now, Nate on Facebook says, good morning, Nigeriainfo. For me, some friends are good while some are bad. Why would you have bad friends? Anyway, let me not dwell too much on that. A good friend is like a mirror to you when standing in front. My friend has been in position to help me, but he ignored. This is somebody we eat and drink together. Since then, anything friendship, I cut them off. Once again, when I read comments like this, I keep saying it. You are doing yourself a disservice. It's obvious that maybe there are some things that you haven't healed from. You are doing yourself a disservice. Now, just before the break, I was reminded of a quote, a biblical quote. I do believe. Where is it? Okay, I'm about to get. It was in the Psalms, right? Right. Let's quickly get back to it. Aha, there it is. So, Proverbs 18:24. No, I'm not trying to sound like a preacher here. No, but it's a very interesting line in this particular proverb. But let me hear from Christopher. Christopher is in Aba. Christopher, good morning to you, please.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I called back. The last caller, someone, you read a message about someone who said,
yes,
a friend should be like a mirror. Yes. You see, a friend have things in common. And you must be of the same mental class and understanding. Even though if you are not you must have a common understanding. If not, that friendship will not work.
Okay.
And that is why it's very easy for your friend to take advantage of you, because he knows your weakness and friends.
What about you? Can't you take advantage of your friend?
You see, that is why I'm afraid, because the heart is so deceptive, like I was trying to explain to you. Understand? You may value somebody, and when you realize they do not value you, and you see the kind of world we are living in here, life is, the heart, even some people are so very wicked, and you see what friends do to friends, you yourself, with your own experience, you understand what I'm talking about. Understand? Some people don't know what that friendship is. They don't know what it is.
Okay.
But you see, friendship, a friend should be a friend. And when you know your friend is when you need friends, I tell you, when things happen, you know who is really your friend. Some people can stay around you, they not tell you that bitter truth. And who I call my friend is someone who can look up to me and tell me something that I know that is true, even though I do not understand it. Try to explain to me. Understand? You don't just support me even when I'm going wrong.
Wrong. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Evans is on the line speaking to us from Rumo Dumaya. Evans, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
It's a very interesting topic.
Welcome.
I've had this friend. Maybe it's time to tell the world about him. I've had this friend since, anyway, we were all born in the same community, right? But we became friends around 1994 or thereabouts. And we have watched ourselves, watched our back. We have supported one another, and we always had interest of one another. And since then to today, we have been very good friends. Of course, there are at times when we have challenges here and there, and we run around each other to ensure that such problems or challenges are solved. You know, just like the Bible says, there are some friends that are more closer than a brother.
Oh, yes.
This man, Kelly Major, is a good friend.
It's a good friend.
And I'm grateful to God that both of us met, and we are still friends today. God bless you.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Now, speaking of friends, like I said, over the weekend, I got to spend time with a few of them who I hadn't seen in over 18 years. And whilst we were all walking down memory lane and remembering how we used to go and fetch buckets of water, have our baths and all those type of things, I was reminded that some of them have been friends since they were in nursery school. Some of these men who have children now, it was such a wonderful experience. They have been friends since they were in nursery school. They went to the same nursery school. They went to the same primary school. They attended the same secondary school. As fate will have it, they attended the same University of Benin. It didn't even stop there. They even went to the same postgraduate school outside the country. It was like they were just following each other. They're friends till today. Okonkwo is speaking to us from Rumokuta. We have Barine in Thai. But Okonkwo, the floor is yours, please. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Bro Jude.
Good morning, please.
Friendship. It must measure on two great factors. Number one that absolutely cares for you. Number two, one that will never have any tendency, whether direct or direct tendency, to harm you. That should be the type of friend that somebody should move with. Somebody that when you make a mistake, he will be able to tell you, see, what you have done is bad. And when you do good, he'll be able to tell you have done what is right. That yes, that should be a friend.
Yeah, that should be a friend.
Not somebody that when you do bad, he tolerates you because of the benefit and gain that he gets from you. That's why I advise people to be very, very careful. In conclusion, I had a friend. I set up 4-bedroom flat in the village. And I gave him money with the carpenter from Port Harcourt to go home and roof that house, bought to zinc. And I told them to buy wood at Enugu. They got home and